Phantom Trigger is a top-down hack and slash like game that weaves in a really dramatic story actually, but that's still not the focus in this game. There are moments when cutscenes will occur and there's some story progression, but for the most part this is a game about hacking and slashing demons or monsters or whatever the hell you call these things that you see on the screen right now. Regardless, the animation here, as you can see, it's a pixel style game, but the animation is fluid. It feels so fluid, which you wouldn't normally expect to see on a bunch of squares, but it plays so well. It's on top of the animation looking so cool, it's very responsive, and you have three main attacks, which is sort of a slash, a whip, and you have like big punches, like big, like really up close melee things, but they also have combos. Everything's relatively simple, and the more you use each one, they level up, which will give you new combos to mix and match with each other. And these are critical to defeat the different types of enemies. So you have enemies that sort of have a special flame to them, and you can hit sort of a combo, and then the last hit will give it a block of ice, which will turn that character into a block of ice. So even if they're fast moving, this would work really well. And you can go up then with your melee, which is like the fist, which is the hardest hitting one, and sort of take off a lot of damage. And the worlds themselves look fantastic. Like, they look very diverse, excuse me, and they are all relatively long levels. They will each take about an hour to over an hour to complete, and each one is very, very different, and the enemies don't largely change, but there are a bunch of puzzles, and each boss feels like a puzzle, very much so. Not so much like a boss that goes in stages, but rather a boss that's a puzzle that you've got to figure it all out. But hopefully you can see by looking at this, the style on display here is unbelievable. And I mean the game just looks so good, and the responsiveness is what really makes this stand out even more. Like, you can make a great stylistic looking game, but why would you play if it doesn't play well? But responsiveness is stellar. It's absolutely perfect. And the best part probably is putting on some headphones. It's listening to that music and listening to how your attacks weave into the music itself. And it's just so satisfying to... I played this on Switch. This was reviewed on Switch. I did play it also on PC in a previous build, and it's the same thing here. You put on some headphones, you play a few encounters, and you just enjoy everything Phantom Trigger has. This is another tiny build game, and I've said it before and I'll probably say it again, I don't think Tiny Build have put a foot wrong in terms of the games that they publish or develop. And here's another absolutely must buy for the Nintendo Switch, and if you're on PC and it looks interesting to you, definitely give it a look. But yeah, playing this on Switch with some headphones on, sitting down, relaxing at the end of the day, it was just so good, and it's so much fun to play that I kind of don't want to stop. After doing this review and I put it out there, I don't want to stop, because the gameplay is so fluid and impressive and fun, and the combo system and the gameplay mechanics themselves are simple enough that you put it down for a while and you pick it back up, and it's so easy to get back into. Some games, they take a bit of time to get back into once you've walked away for a bit, but here isn't the case. It's just such an incredibly fast, fluid and impressive hack and slash game.